This problem still has to do with midpoint, however, it's a little bit different in what the question's asking. Here we're given one endpoint and the midpoint, and we want to find the other endpoint. So we know that the endpoint of one segment is at negative 3, 2, and then we know the midpoint is 1, 3. And we need to look for our mysterious x and y on the other end. So we can still sort of essentially use the idea of average in order to figure this out algebraically. We know that when we add negative 3 and this x over here and find their average, divide by 2, we get 1. So we can set this up algebraically. We know that negative 3 plus x, all divided by 2, will give us our average. It'll give us our midpoint coordinate, 1. Solving through, we divide both sides, multiply both sides by 2. We'll get negative 3 plus x equals 2. Add 3 to both sides, and see that x is 5. Okay, that means that we can eliminate a and c. Now we need to find y. Now we could do it in the same way. If you're a fan of this algebra, I'll do that right now. And if not, we'll talk about it in just a second, how else we can think about this. So if we average 2 and y, we should get 3. So 2 plus y, then dividing by 2, should give us our midpoint y coordinate of 3. Multiplying both sides by 2, we'll get 2 plus y equals 6. Subtracting 2, we'll get y is 4. Therefore, our answer choice is D, 5, 4. Now, if we want to think about this in a different way, we can think about as one, if we look at our x's, we see that we're at negative 3, and then 1's our midpoint, and we're looking for our missing x piece over here. Well, how does negative 3 relate to 1? It's 4 units, or 4 integers, beneath 1. That means in order to balance out, so this is minus 4 under 1, our average, that means this missing link needs to be 4 above 1. Therefore, it's 5. We can think about this with y's as well. So we look and see that our midpoint or our average for our y's is at 3. Let's balance out to 3. We have a 2 so far. We want to get to 3 in the middle, and we don't know what our missing y is. 2 is 1 unit under 3. And that means in order to balance out, this missing link over here needed to be 1 unit above 3 to balance out to average to 3. Therefore, our y is 4. So you can think about it in an algebraic sense, using the same method we did earlier, or you can think about it as a balancing act, and that the midpoint has to essentially balance out because it's the average.